Of hours, the murder trial of a former Houston police officer is set to begin.
Gerald Goines is charged with murder following the botched Harding Street raid 5 years ago that resulted in the deaths of 2 people.
Our Ugochi Iloka is live outside the Harris County Criminal Courthouse with more on the charges against him. And Ugochi, it's not just murder charges.
No, it isn't, Steph and Ron. The former HPD officer Gerald Goines' trial is set to start in a few hours in connection to that deadly Harding Street raid in 2019. However, he also faces federal organized crime charges. Now, we know a massive investigation discovered that dozens of defendants were sent to prison on drug charges based on what prosecutors called lies by dirty cops. Now, in this specific double murder case from 2019, Goines is accused of lying to secure a no-knock warrant that led to the shooting that killed Dennis Tuttle, Regina Nicholas, and their dog. Now, officers were acting on a tip that turned out to be invalid, which means the no-knock warrant they were serving was allegedly fraudulent. Now Goines is being held responsible for their deaths, even though he didn't pull the trigger. Here's what the DA's office says about Goines' case.
We feel confident that Gerald Goines will be brought to justice and that the victims in this case will finally have their story told. So we look forward to trial, and we look forward to presenting our case so that the public finally can know what really happened at Harding Street.
Yeah, the district attorney's office told us that they had to reopen really hundreds of cases tied to Goines, including a 2004 drug arrest, a link to George Floyd in Houston. As many of you all know, Floyd's death in 2020 in Minnesota sparked massive protests across the nation. Now, we're following this trial for Goines. That begins at 9 a.m. this morning. We'll be covering that on TV and online on KHOU.com. Reporting live outside the Harris County Criminal Courthouse, Ugochi Iloka, KHOU 11 News.
All right, Ugochi, big day in court for sure. Time now is